holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as our guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he only get back to the 16-yard line. First carry for Darius Geis. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 14-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jackson from the shotgun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Now Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They find some open field here. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a first down carry for Harris. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down and put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
First down, Eagles.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Orbit.
Play action. Now Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hey, Alpha.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He finds McCoy. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go. Waiting.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did.
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A huge play there for Washington. 41 yards. Now a run with Geis. And some room to roam now. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and through, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter as his guys are able to regain the lead. Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Watch the whip. Recon, 132 fighter. Sunday.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down, Philadelphia.
Sunday. Get that quarterback team.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, keep it up.
This is Gordon. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Now's a good chunk of yardage picked up there, and the big fella, sometimes he doesn't need a whole lot of space created. He can make his own way.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. From the gun, Jackson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jackson.
There's a ball.
Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
Brings up 3rd down.
Mike 27. Oh, here we go.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but here, let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Wentz going to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Harris. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz, rolling to his right. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. That one a gain of 20 and a first
How is
down.
no one over there, though?
Sometimes it's
like
design,
nobody's over there.
Sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Mike, here we go. Pac man. 280. They can't hang with. Kill. 52. 82. Hey, Zoo.
From the red zone now, wins. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now wins. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
12 yards on the play, but it's third down.
The Eagles on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7.
This 1-7. 55. Here we go. Hey, wahoo. What's this done?
Working from the gun. Wentz.
Oh, my God.
And he finds
Pick it
Sanders.
off.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of
That should have been a
blocking,
pick six
paving
all
the
day
way
long.
for the 6 points.
Pick six. That's a pick
Elliott
six.
good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the
He
extra
threw it
point
right
winds up
to you.
successful.
Right to you. Just go get the ball out there. Computer slow as hell.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Like, you are the fastest player on the field.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Jackson throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Come on, God. Come on, fellas.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And for the
That's not even who I threw it to.
It's an interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
I threw it to the joint down the sideline.
And he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
That's not even who I threw it to, though.
Set to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Watch the edge. Check 3, check 3. You draw Corker.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Topper!
They fake the give. Now Wentz. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that'll be incomplete.
You gotta be kidding me.
We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's
That was
about.
me. I was just going for the ball.
For the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will shave one more off this lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. Blue 80. Oh, yeah. Black, black. Oh, yeah. General West. Porky, 82, Porky. 24. Switch. Hey, Delta.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Lefty. Wait, touch.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Hey, Bush. X3, 218, chopper.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On play action, Wentz. And a flag comes in.
You better not call another pass interference. Come on, y'all. You gotta be kidding me.
So they saw the contact before the ball.
I'm in front of him.
Penalty flag.
I'm already in front of him.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
This shit is bullshit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Can't believe they let you rip 5-2 out here. Hey, Team 6.
On play action, it's Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Third down, here's Geis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least a series of downs in order to get some rest.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Geis with the carry on second down. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Let's go, baby. They turn up. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
On third down, Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur
this was the
once you start
game
getting those numbers
up
up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Empty. Kill. Greystone, travel.
Throwing is Wentz. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Mike, 53. Go. Shoot.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett, his second sack of the night.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's
I threw the ball.
taken
I
down.
threw the ball.
Back at his own 7. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. The Redskins send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Trey 15, Trey 15.
Now wins. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Like,
When
that
you're
is
playing a
your
quarterback with some
zone.
experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Oh!
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. To throw is Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
80 weapon.
Now Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. But Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, this is by Thema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. A first down there on a pickup of 25. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. On first down, it's Sanders. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Sunday.
On second down, this is Harris. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. It's Harris, and he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, let's get this,
They run again with Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can spring.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. And they will take a knee here. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
20! Go, great. You gonna see me? Hey, kill. 5. Hey, watch the ship. Watch protein spill. Tighten up. He's coming.
On second down, it's Harris. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally